Hello, my name is Renee Carson and I'm with Stratodesk and I'm here today with Edward Alders of Inuvika. So I'm very excited to talk to you today, Edward, and learn a little bit more about Inuvika and how we work together. And if you would start by please giving a brief overview of Inuvika, the OVD enterprise.
Sure. Well, first off, thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be able to join you today. Inuvika is an enterprise software company. We're headquartered in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and we make app virtualization easy. Our product is called OVD Enterprise. It's an application virtualization platform that lets any organization move their business critical apps, whether they're Windows or Linux-based applications, into the cloud and deliver them to users on literally any device or web browser that's out there. Our approach is really to deliver a simpler, less complex alternative to the traditional application and desktop virtualization products that are out there in the market today. And we've done that by creating a modern, streamlined platform that works with today's enterprise standards. So it's very fast and easy to implement on private or public clouds. It's very easy to manage with a single web-based management console. And it delivers an exceptional user experience on today's modern devices, including tablets, smartphones, and thin clients. But best of all, we also offer a lower cost of ownership solution that allows really IT departments to save on everything from licensing and infrastructure costs. Today, we're in over 40 countries at the moment with a network of solution providers and managed service providers servicing a wide range of industry segments throughout the world.
With all that you've just told me, I imagine this has been very integral to customers who are trying to enable the shared workspaces and access virtual apps, especially during this pandemic.
It's really interesting because, even before COVID came around, a lot of human resource departments will tell you that, implementing work from home or work from anywhere or workforce mobility, I'll use all those phrases interchangeably, was, pivotal to providing, a good working environment. Well, with the advent of something that we haven't seen in over a century, suddenly work from anywhere has become a business continuity issue as much as it is a human resources issue.
Absolutely.
And there's been a lot of interest in solutions like OVD because of that very issue of being able to work from home. But also, you have to take a little bit more of a holistic approach when it comes to this type of, in this case, business continuity issue. Everything from, taking the individual into account in terms of how he or she likes to work, data security. There's a whole list of different factors that kind of merge into the whole topic of work from anywhere. But it's perhaps the number one thing that we're seeing today.
So what are a few of the ways that Stratodesk has really aided Inuvika customers in overcoming it's almost this massive hurdle and challenge of making the switch to what was once, everybody in office, now they're working from home. What are some of the ways we've really helped to navigate that challenge for customers?
Well, I think, we've seen some really interesting opportunities where we've worked together throughout the world. There's some case studies that I would encourage your viewers to go and read up on. They're linked on both of our social media sites, but you can also find them on inuvika.com, where, it typically becomes a multifaceted approach. And I think a great example is the Namibia University of Science and Technology, located in Namibia in Africa, continental Africa. And, they had some really interesting challenges. And again, it's multifaceted. That included work from anywhere, but also kind of rethinking their whole traditional PC infrastructure model. And the brilliant thing about solutions like, our partnerships with Stratodesk and ClearCube as well, is that we deliver, I think, two solutions that are very complementary to each other. And in particular, the Nust story is a great example of where they were able to replace, traditional PC workstations in both student labs on campus, as well as the administrative offices, with Raspberry Pi-based thin clients. And then
That saved them a
obviously
lot, I'm sure.
it saved them a lot, not just in the upfront hardware cost, but really the cost of supporting it, because the brilliant combination of OVD with Stratodesk-based devices is that it centralizes everything. In this case, it centralizes both the PC management and rollout, but also the application delivery. And as a result, they were able to realize some really fantastic savings. And I'm sure this won't surprise viewers out there who can relate to a university setting. You know, the mantra is always do more with less. So finding these new efficiencies really helps the university to roll those savings into other areas of service delivery. So I think it's the complementary nature, the philosophy, if you will, of our two solutions that work well together.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I'm going to end by asking the last question, really, which is Stratodesk and Inuvika have worked with mutual third parties, and I know you've been involved in that. Can you share a little bit about that with us? You mentioned ClearCube, but I'm sure there are others that probably have been very integral to the whole solution suite.
Well, absolutely. And it starts with our mutual partners that we have in the field for actually delivering and implementing these types of solutions in the customer base. We have a wonderful mutual overlap, if you will, with our channel partners. As I mentioned up front, we are in over 40 countries right now, and we have approximately 80 partners, and those partners keep growing. And when we look to add new partners, we look for people that have organizations that have types of skill sets, not only in virtualization, but thinking more about the holistic solution approach. And we have many partners that are Stratodesk and or ClearCube resellers as well. And they're very integral to not only just providing the product and providing a channel for purchasing these types of things, but also implementing it and providing the types of supports and services that customers rely on to have a successful experience.
So I appreciate your time today, Edward, and I definitely look forward to hearing about these exciting use cases and how together we've been able to really mitigate a lot of the business disturbances that could have occurred and downtime, and we've been able to get these customers up and running quickly, and again, causing their business to thrive instead of just survive. So I appreciate, again, your time, and we look forward to many new successes in the future.
Well, thank you so much. It's a pleasure speaking with you today.